Good morning, YouTube. Here are some tips. Tip number one, this one is for new players. If you're like AR50, AR55, you know, you can barely clear floor 12 of the Abyss with 36 stars, you're toast. Give up on the name card. Like, for real. It's quite challenging, to be honest. I just wouldn't bother with the floor 20 clear. Just take your floor 15 or your floor 9 rewards and bail. Unless you have fun with it, of course. If you're having fun with it, you know, go ahead and keep trying to min-max it. But there's really not too much point with this time trial event. Of course, if you have trouble, you can do it in co-op. If you don't know, you can do it in co-op with one other player. So you can invite your strong friend that brought you into the game, and they'll carry you to floor 15. And it should be super easy. All right, the next tip is you're allowed to eat, actually. You can eat and get food buffs and potion buffs in the event. I would suggest this delicious Adeptus Temptation. Lovely stuff. If you are using HP scaling characters, you can have some HP food buffs. I only have blues. I'm not sure actually if there's purples available. But yeah, you've got the Sakura shrimp crackers, you've got the Palace Jewels. There's some HP food. However, you can't take the defense and HP buff at the same time because they're the same category, I believe. So you'll have to choose between your HP and your defense scaling characters if you're using both of them. Otherwise, just pack up and make an elemental potion. Preferably the potion of your DPS or your on-fielder, your main damage dealer. Okay, this next tip is for players that want to reach floor 20, and it involves skipping floors that you find difficult. Let me just chuck in this table instead of trying to explain that text that's hard to understand. Basically, you read this table, you say you start on floor 12, and if you clear within 25 seconds remaining, if you clear within 5 seconds, you will skip to floor 18. And if you're on floor 18 and you complete with 12 seconds or more remaining, you get to skip to floor 20, which is, of course, the floor that you want to get to. So if you want to skip floor 19, you have to do floor 18 with at least 12 seconds remaining. So 18 seconds to clear, that's around one rotation, 1 or 2 bursts maybe if you use the energy pickup. So yeah, if you're trying to specifically skip to 18, you could you have all these other thresholds here. So for example, if you clear 14 with 20 seconds remaining, you will get to 18. Okay, here we are. Let me just click burst. That's 25 seconds remaining on the dot, and we get to floor 18. As you can see, here we go, floor 18. So yeah, use this table, guys. Tip number 4 is about the in-between waves, in between the floors. So like if I clear this a bit, there's a bit of downtime in between the floors, and you can use that time to set up some buffs if you want. Use the burst usually, because you'll want to use your skills when the enemies are on the field, so you can get particles usually. So you can set up in between to save yourself a few seconds, alright? The next tip is booking. It's a speedrunning technique, usually in the Abyss. If you don't have enough energy on your character, look, you can press E, get the particles, bring up a menu, and when you go back, your character will have absorbed the particles. So look, if I close, I instantly have some more energy on Bennett. And if I do it again, come back, burst is ready to go, and I can just spam the burst button. Alright? Okay, the next tip is when to use your health pickups. You should always pick up the Boon of Friendship if you have that, by the way. When should you use these pickups? I really never use these pickups, if I'm being honest, but if I'm just thinking about it, you could save this health pickup for, well, if you're about to die, you can pick it up. Or if you're running Farina, you could let Farina kill you without healing. And then on the floor where you really need Farina's buff, you can use this pickup as your healing source. So like I'm guessing on floor 19, if you manage to grind to floor 19, you might Farina burst and then pick up this thing and you'll get fanfare for it, I'm assuming. Alright, when you get to floor 15, you'll get this energy pickup that gives you a little energy. It doesn't restore you to full energy every time, unfortunately. But yeah, save that for floor 19 preferably, or whatever, or floor 18 if you can get 2 bursts in. Alright, the next tip has to do with positioning. you want to start at the side sometimes, sort of with these lizards, because some of them have knockback, so you want to knock them back into each other. This is a skill that Shao players would have picked up over the years. When the enemies have some excessive knockback, you would rather knock them into each other, rather than be in the middle of them both and knock them away from you, like this. Like this, I'm doing it now because they're like close to death, and I can kind of do it. No. So I failed there actually. I should have kept them together, right? So there you go. That's the difference you could make with positioning, and I'll go over that tower by tower now. Alright, let's look at the enemies for each tower and see if I have any thoughts about them. In the first tower, the main flaw that was giving me trouble was the flaming meatballs. But that's just because I wanted to bring the premium team. You can actually cheese these flaming meatballs. If you haven't seen my guide for the Natlan artifact domain, you can cheese these by just applying enough pyro. And you can apply enough pyro just with Kazuha and Bennett. So let me jump in. Alright, we're entering floor 19. Uncharacteristically, I'm going to be in the middle of them. I'll do a Bennett burst, but I won't normal attack because I have C6 Bennett, so it will be easy if you have C6 Bennett and you do normal attacks. Like I did one. We can allow that, right? I've done this before, so you can do it with just Bennett and Kazuha. Just doing skill and Kazuha skill burst. You can throw in some Bennett burst as well. Okay, that was a close clear, but you can clear it easier than that. I'll like try and do it better on 24. All right, we are entering floor 24. We go with Bennett EQ, Kazuha EQ. We'll do Benny E. Not doing any normals. The Kazuha skill. This will be easier too if you put Kazuha on sacrificial, actually. I've got mine on Fab. So there we go, 4 seconds remaining. Just using Bennett EQs and Kazuha EQs. And then we have access to floor 25. Sure, I won't show because I'll leave footage of the run after the tips, alright? Okay, in the second tower, we have a bunch of Hydro units and Xuan Yuan, Xuan, whatever these call, these beasts, the lion Coel thingies. But there was one thing I noticed for combo 3 with the cranes and the frog. Alright, you see these cranes? If you stand in the middle and you're not doing any free stuff, if you stand in the middle, you do run the risk of them jumping back. So there we go, they've separated and you are now in Crown Town. Alright, the crane will be spawning. We're gonna stand next to it. On one side. Any side. This side. Oh, nice. You do get a little time before it wants to jump. And after it jumps once, it usually has a cooldown. So that, no one jumped. We'll just chase it a bit. And we'll pop them. It's super easy. Actually, also for floor 12, these enemies, these two robots, you wanna stand close to the gunner guy because the other one is melee. So the one with the machine gun, you want to always be around him. And the other one will come to you then. Okay, Tower 3. Tower 3 was the first hard one for me because of these lizards. Sometimes if they hit you, you lose energy. So, like when they spit the ball of energy at you, if you get hit by that attack. And then there's also the knockback. They're a bit vulnerable to knockback, which is annoying. So, I think I already demoed it before, but I'll do it again. Alright, here's the lizards. I have to book because I think they hit me, so I didn't have enough for Bennett burst, so when I exit out, I'll be able to burst again. Oh. If you stay to one side, they kind of get knocked back together, and it's a bit less painful to chase. Alright, try and stay on one side. Don't get between them because they'll knock each other away and it'll be rough. Like I didn't do this. I didn't line up some of my cooldowns and stuff properly, so it lived. But you know, that's the concept you wanna try and do. You don't want to be in between them usually, unless you're doing freeze or something, I guess. Doing some weird Ayaka stuff. That's been my experience anyway. That was the enemy that I had the most trouble dealing with. If anyone has some better tips to deal with those enemies, leave a comment. I'd be interested to know. Let's see. Tower 4 combo 1. These mechs are a bit annoying because they can freeze you, I think. The operatives. Yeah. On Tower 4, the operatives gave me a few issues. The main thing is you want to stick to the Animo operative, alright? Because the cryo one kind of charges at you. Okay, they're about to spawn on 24. So you want to stick to the one with Animo. Because the cryo one will come to you if it ever stops getting knocked back. Okay, we got the cryo one, and the cryo one is melee and they dash at you. That's all I wanted to show. It's a little finicky making them both get hit in the same direction. Oops, Tower 5 we have rogues and the graders to think about mostly. The rogues, you just want to knock them into each other like the lizards. And the best way to do that is, because of how stagger works, it's a bit complicated, but the easiest way I found is you do Bennett EQ and they'll knock one into the other and they'll be together-ish enough for you to kill. Okay, the rogues. We go. And that is all for all the tower tips. So I've gone through all the tips that I have for you guys. I hope that helps. I hope if that benefited you, leave a comment, leave a like, I guess. If it didn't, my apologies, leave a dislike. I'll be putting the clips of my clears that I did over the past week, because I did them like as they came out, right? So I'll leave clips of that now. For a few different accounts, I did them on the C6R5 account, I did it on the C6 Yelan account, and I did it on the C0 Mavuika account. So if you want to see that, use the timestamps if you want to skip to certain parts of them. I'll be back at the end of the video to share my thoughts about the event overall. Alright, this is going to be easy. It's mega easy, super mega easy. What is that? What does that pick up? Do I need that? Restore HP? Are you kidding me? I don't need that. Okay, what are we killing? That's it? That's it? Wait, what was it? Huh? Whoa, we just skipped 6 floors? Okay, it's wasting a lot of my uptime here. Okay, we did it. We didn't have 25 seconds remaining, unfortunately. Okay, maybe we just set up in the meantime. There we go, 25 seconds remaining. It's a bit weird how there's like so much time in between spawns, actually. I haven't even swapped the Shalonen yet. Easy. What's this? Recover energy. Ooh, we'll keep that. Alright, restore energy. Do it. Oh, these ones are kind of tanky, huh? Okay, I guess we can ult. Oh, that was kind of close. I was keeping Aaron a bit, but that was kind of close. Why isn't it dying? What the heck? There we go. Easy. Whoa! And now my friends get the buff. I didn't have the buff, so I mean that could have been slightly easier for me. I don't know why I would ever try again. That's a bit silly. Whoa. Oh my god. They need to have a like cooldown reset, not just a energy recharge. Okay. I'm trying hard not to use Mavuika E to so I don't mess with the aura, get my melts stolen with this weird cooldown on respawn stuff. Oh, they're frozen, not even really a threat. Don't even need Bennett yet. Do they really have to make the exploding bubbles? Okay. Nope. I was like, can Bennett really not clear that? Come on. Okay, here we go. I don't know if we should... Oh. I thought there was... Oh, I misread. It's not a world boss, it's just these things. Alright. I feel like I can do this faster. I was anticipating the world boss, but I guess that's just the icon for his little pets, his little baby baby lion things. I think I can do it in lower time. Why has the frog got so much more health? How much health can I have when its health bar is nothing? Pity this energy thing doesn't like affect Mavuika. The energy pickup. "11 seconds, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good clear, I think. I think we can settle for that. We'll try again if someone beats us in a friendless. Less than 1 minute? Come on, let's go! Let's go, come on! Whoa! Whoa! Actually updates in real time? That's crazy. I'm gonna try my hardest to not press E on Mavuika like I usually do. Just to make sure I get the melts. The malts! Ooh. Alright, alright, alright. That wasn't what I wanted to do. I don't think we need Bennett yet. Let's see. Easy. More meter chills? What? Nice and easy. Did I do that wrong? I was like in between deciding on Bennett burst or not. Where am I? Oh, stop hitting me, please. Oh, I had to actually restart. No, I was distracted. Oh, oh, smooth, smooth, smoothest run ever. Trust. Please don't. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Wait, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Okay, okay. Let's go. Why are they backing up? Why are they backing up? Why are they being dicks? Whoa! That's good enough. That's good enough. That's great. I'm not doing that again. All right. I'll only revisit this if someone on my friendless beats me, which I think is highly unlikely, to be honest. All right. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, that was super easy. Wait, didn't even need to burst that. I don't even need to use skill or burst, really. Wait, this time is super easy, mega easy, giga easy.
有大家在身边，伤口就不会痛。履行盟约吧，星魔们！希特拉林一字啪啪给我上！恭听太阳的轰鸣。点燃吧！该走攻击了。不必留情，让你见识见识恶药伤人。埋葬于赤焰之下。
Why is it so easy now? What the hell? No, here we go. Some knockbackable bond of life bullshit. ，Let's just heal in advance now, because we got the bond of life thing. Normally we don't need to, but...
来吧，烧起来吧，该走攻击了。不必留情，让你见识见识恶药伤人。埋葬于赤焰之下。
Oh, there's 2 opponents.
动力全开。
Uh-oh.
可交给你们俩了。无赦天火。
32.
灭不尽，来吧！哼，我来保护大家。履行盟约吧，星魔们！也可交给你们俩了。无赦天火。 又是个无理之徒。哼，嘿，该走攻击了，烧起来吧！不必留情，让你见识见识恶药伤人。恭听太阳的轰鸣。身鹤大响，鸣击火渊，我来保护大家。出来干活，也可交给你们俩了。埋葬于赤焰之下。来吧！哼，该走攻击了。冒险吗？不必留情，让你见识见识恶药伤人。恭听太阳的轰鸣。
That's rough. Oh, I didn't need to. Oh, no, well, it's fine, it's fine. Oh, the way they fly? Shit, that's dangerous. Hello.
出来干活！我来保护大家。斯特拉林一字啪啪给我上！埋葬于赤焰之下。扫灭不尽。
Are they gonna dash to the edge of the map? That would suck. That would be ass. Oh no. Okay, we managed to get them. Whoa. Missing them would have been sad. What's this? Do they really have to fly? I love the battle theme. Okay, this is potentially Giga annoying one. Like they could bubble me, I guess. What other random stuff could they do? Just back up off each other. Alright, that was easy. I didn't even food. I think I only had to food for what, 3 and 4 maybe? Bennett, what's happening? Why do I have to book? I mistimed that. No. Like obviously the time doesn't matter here for rewards. But I do want to get a sub 30 clear. Like that's just kind of something I want to do. So rude that he backstepped. So rude. There we go. Alright, and here are my builds for my C6R5 account on the characters I used in the tower, which is just my premium Mavuika team for every single tower. So here we go. Here's my attributes. Using a Pyro Goblet. We've got the R5 weapon, of course. And here's my artifacts. I haven't got an upgrade in 58 days now. No upgrades for a long time. Here is my Citlali stat sheet. Using an R1. And here are the artifacts. Here's old mate Bennett. He's a DPS Bennett. I'll be honest. He's built more for damage than support. He's got a Missplitter. And lastly, we have Shilonen. Shilonen? Shilonen? I don't know. How does that way pronounce it again? I forgot. She's of course on her peak patrol. Alright. I feel like Sing Cho was better. Am I crazy? Pretty clean. We're 20. We did it. We did it. We only need to get here because we can clear pretty easily on our own. Because we're not on a timer anymore, if we just want to clear this floor.
闪耀时刻，沸腾吧，山之血，该总攻击了。共听太阳的轰鸣。粉灭不尽，嘿，烧起来吧，我来保护大家。
Oh, we're even gonna get an extra floor, which means we can skip one floor of a later tower. Whoa! Whoa! Crazy, insane, game breaking. I don't know what I'm doing. Everything's out of order. I don't even care about this floor anymore. Nice. All right, we can stop at 19 for one of the future floors.
有大家在身边，伤口就共听太阳的轰鸣。别人随我，当当，欢唱，以我之名，哼，呀，该总攻击了。无赦天国。
Easy. And we're at 20.
亮相了，让世界热闹起来吧！粉灭不尽，来吧，沸腾吧，山之血！嘿，我来保护大家。埋葬于赤焰之下。湮灭。 湮灭！有大家在身边，伤口就不会痛。当当，谁要阻拦？
I could do. Feel 21 feels possible. I don't think I need 21 though. So if I need another one for tomorrow, when number 5 unlocks, we'll revisit Tower 2. Tower 4 should be easy as well. Nope. Oh, I didn't get particles. Oopsies.
闪耀时刻，收起来吧，该总攻击了。共听太阳的轰鸣。
Easy. Oh wait, there's a second one. I forgot. Bang.
来吧。 有大家在身边，伤口就不会痛。亮相了，让世界热闹起来吧！埋葬于赤焰之下。无知有出我，身后荡响，鸣击火渊。 欢唱，以我之名，该总攻击了。共听太阳的轰鸣。
That they spread out really is a pain.
点燃吧！回荡吧，恶之声！我来保护大家。
Yeah, them spreading out. I need to learn how to identify the animo one because it's ranged, and the other one, the cryo one, seems to just dash towards us.
点燃吧！当当，让世界热闹起来吧！来吧！沸腾吧，山之血！该总攻击了，烧起来吧！
I missed Vena E because it died. Is that gonna screw me? I think I'll be fine if I book.
亮相了，闪耀时刻！身后荡响，迎击有大家在身边。
I gotta beat this in 5 minutes, so I have to eat more. Why are you so healthy, Mr. Robot? That is
别人
outrageous.
随我，来吧，为我歌颂，
This
让
is
世
gonna
界
be
热
really
闹起
awkward.
来吧。
Yeah, I gotta start the next rotation with like Arena in shambles.
又是个无理之徒，
Arena. Yeah, we'll circle back to Arena.
沸腾吧，山之血，该走攻击了。亮相了，闪耀
We're not
时
gonna
刻
get a second burst on the
共
Mavuika
听太
now.
阳的轰鸣。
Could be over. I might have to restart here. Oh no! Oh, we got it. Nice. I guess while we have food, we might revisit 3.
点燃吧！当当，伤口就不会痛。共听太阳的轰鸣。
It's cold but button. I know some people prefer cold chicken. Is that crazy?
烈日随我，来吧！沸腾吧，山之血，为我歌颂，欢唱，以我之我来保护大家。共听太阳的轰鸣。 回荡吧，鹤之声，该走攻击了，收起来吧！当当，闪耀时刻，无射天火，湮灭。
Alright. Oh, we get to skip to 20? Nice.
让世界热闹起来吧！点燃吧！身鹤大响，迎击火渊，我来保护大家。为我歌，共听太阳的轰鸣。湮灭。
And we get access to 21. Whoa.
闪耀时刻，以我之名，当当，共听太阳的轰鸣。
Alright, so we got our name card on our horizontal and our more horizontal alt. Alright, here's the character builds for my C0R1 Mavuika account. We got our R1, here's the character sheet. We don't have 100% crit on this account. So yeah, nothing too crazy. And of course our talents are at 168. For reference, my main, I think I forgot to look at the talents. My main was on 10-10-10. Alright, Triple Crown, Mavuika, Citlali, Double Crown Bennett, maybe, and Triple Crown Yelan. So for this account, we don't have that many crowns. So here's Farina on 288. Of course, C0. On the Fav. Here's the character sheet. Alright, back to Benny. Here's our character sheet. This one is a support Benny. He's on the Fav. And of course, he is on Constellation 6. And Chilonan. Oh wait, what is his talents? It's 1813. So that's 1510 without the +3s. Shilonan's on 276 because she doesn't really need talents really. So C0. Just some serviceable artifacts because Shilonan can just settle for that. On Fav also. And here's the character sheet. Her burst. I kind of want her burst to hit though, don't I? Like with the buffs.
捉到。中场施工。你很疼。哎呀。
Okay, here we go. This is the important one.
该走攻击了。
踏风，云野，夜明。
We're trying to cheese these with the pyro.
我来保护大家。
起，可叹落叶飘零。
Maybe I need to put sacrificial on Kazuha.
踏风，
Nope, there we go. Put the cheese down. So if 2 characters can carry you, the meatballs you can just do Bennett Kazuha. And then now we can just want to clear.
捉到，眼神如虹。
That's kind of hard. Had to cheese meatballs.
奥影看破，绳之以法，不许动。我来保护大家，收起来吧。见识下师傅的枪法，光吧，喷火。道光，意识永恒。微光无射，束手就擒，放下武器。有大家在身边，伤口就不会痛。嘿哈，热乎热乎嘛！纹面，断绝。
That wasn't as painful as the other ones. Huh. Oh, and we're on 20. Happy days.
最后通牒。说吧，喷火，嘿哈！纹面，断绝。
Thought maybe I'd get 21, but.
奥影看破，踏风，烟，化作焦炭吧。你很疼，眼神如虹。
起，无所之可射。
斩压，收，丝线，交织，你很疼。纹面，断绝。收，中场施工。给我瞧好了。捉到。
这，
收。此刻，寂灭之时。
We'll pick up energy, right? Do we need energy? We'll pick it up.
无处遁逃。你很疼，眼神如血，交织。
Oh, I think if I pushed it, I could get 21 on this floor if we have to. Let's remember this one. Was this the third one? Floor 3, maybe.
你很疼，眼神如虹。捉到。
可叹落叶飘零。
固华是密材，羽线难画。
云野，夜明，踏风，
化作焦炭吧。收，丝线， 交织。知识成景，抓到了。
Oh, this is the important floor, yes.
风共鱼行，
又是个无理。瞧好了，也很疼，也是无痕。固化生命，三界欣赏。收。
踏风，
丝线交织。
I ran out of food. I ran out of food, but it's fine. We got to 20.
抓到了，彩雨流红，抓到了，抓到了，中场施工，来吧，固化生命，踩，羽线难画。
风共鱼行，
收，丝线交织。
Did he just fly up again? What is wrong with this mob?
踩，再行动。
Excuse me?
也很疼。
That's so rude.
可叹落叶飘零。
收，中场施工，知识成景，羽线难画，也很疼。哎呀，
起，
来吧，也是无痕。
Oh, we get 21. Let's get ER. We are in ER shambles.
云影，夜明，
No.
也是无痕。
B6s are built different. And but not all C6s are the same. It is true. Okay, and here are the builds I used on my C6R1 Yelan account. Here's our stat sheet. Hydro Goblet. Aqua Simulacra. Ten, Triple Crown. Singcho we used for Tower 4 and 5. So I'll show him. He's at 8, 10, 10. C6. He is on Sack Sword, of course. And here's his stat sheet on a Hydro Goblet. Here we are. She is on 486, C0. On Skyward Blade. I forget sometimes. And here's my stat sheet. Kazuha, we did of course use. Here's his stat sheet. We're going flip-flopping because that's where it leaves us. On the Fav. Of course, C0 666 because he's an EM Kazuha. We of course had Raiden make a show for Tower 2. We used Overload Chevreuse Raiden on 6, 9, 10, C2. This is of course top Raiden. In the top 1%. Okay, we got an R1, and here is the stat sheet. She is, of course, on attack goblet, so here's Beto's build. On Wolf's Gravestone. C6 on... Oh, I haven't leveled up her talents. Oops. Okay, of course we have Chevrus on 282. C6. And last but not least, Benny and Xiangling. So here's Benny, stat sheet. Benny on this account, surprisingly, only C2. On 269. Last, but definitely not least, we have Xiangling on 6810. C6. She's on the catch, of course. And here's her stat sheet. Okay, I want to share some final thoughts about the event. I had an okay time with it, though it is a bit disappointing, I'll be honest. It is a bit sad that the timer is what locks you from progressing in the event, right? I feel like it would be more fun if they just didn't restrict progression with the timer. Like, I think the timer should exist just for the flex that you can have, but just let us clear. Like, if we can clear the floor, let us just continue to the next floor. Oh yeah, I feel like they should, this shouldn't be single player thing. This shouldn't be a thing. Just let us co-op. Just let us get our rewards co-op, you know? Also, the name card doesn't even look that good. Did I mention that? Look at this. Look at this name card. Our profile picture's awkwardly covering half of the Terpetlosaur face. Our name is covering one of the speech bubble pattern things. It's just not well laid out here. It makes me sad. And is that all my thoughts? I think it is. I don't know. If you have strong feelings about this event, leave a comment. Feel free if you want to come by my Twitch, say hi anytime. You'll be most welcome. There's also a Discord, which, I mean, if you want to know when I go live, probably the Discord will be the best way to get pings, because Twitch notifications are a bit delayed sometimes. That's all from me. Good night. Take care. And that's all I have to say, really. Take care. Good night, guys.